we speak about moving on, typically people talk colloquially about moving on as in, don't be stuck. So when we've lost, most of us tend to get stuck. This is very natural. We literally become sort of frozen in time. This is true with trauma. If I went around and said, okay, everybody tell me where you were, depending on your age, some of you may not have been alive, but where were you on 9/11? Where were you when you heard Indira Gandhi had been assassinated? Where were you when you heard John F. Kennedy had been assassinated? Where, whatever, depending on your culture and your age, there's going to be different moments in our collective history. But where every one of us remembers, where were you when the Challenger went down? That decades later, people remember, oh, I was there, I was with those people. The moment is as though it was frozen in time. Now that's very natural. There is nothing wrong with it. This is how our brain works, with lots of emotion, with very, very strong emotion. Either very good emotion or sad emotion. What happens, the problem becomes, is it stays. Meaning, it's not just that I remember where I was, but I can't move beyond that point. So I was left by death, by divorce, by someone's choice, by abandonment. And yeah, for the first few minutes, hours, even days, sometimes weeks, depending on who it was and what the relationship was, my life has frozen, literally. This is very natural. We then start a period of figuring out, how do I pick up one foot and move it in front of the other again? And again, this is more or less difficult depending on what the relationship was. But slowly, slowly, we never forget the person. We never stop loving them. We never lose the sadness at them having left us. But we're able to continue on in our life. Not just physically, not just get in the shower and feed ourselves, but actually continue on in our unfolding, in our opening, in our connecting with the universe, in our spiritual life. To be able to trust the universe again, to love again. Whether it's romantically, whether it's a friend, whether it's whatever it may be, but to trust the universe again. And so when we talk about moving on, usually that's what it means, is that I get beyond that moment of being paralyzed, frozen in time. Now, as you said, can we ever feel that again? Well, sure, it'll be different, which is beautiful. Because remember, I still have the love from the previous one. That cap's already off. That love is already in me. I don't need that off again. Unless I have suppressed and repressed myself so completely that I'm denying the love I felt, because the sadness at the loss of the love is too much for me to bear. That's what we do. Fine, forget it, I didn't love you anyway. I hated you, in fact. I hate you now. This is, again, normal, natural, but not something you want to let live for very long in you. Because what that does is, it pushes the love down. Because the loss is too painful. And in response to the pain, I do anger instead. Anger is just pain externalized. I'm feeling pain inside. I don't want to feel it inside. I'm going to take it out on you. In a very basic level, that's what anger is. So if we find ourselves living in anger at the one who left us, what it means is that we are protecting ourselves from the pain of the loss. And the only way to really heal is to allow ourselves to feel the pain. So again, anger's fine. It's part of the grieving process. It's very natural. But don't allow that to be the end of your grieving process. Realize it's a phase, but allow yourself to move beyond it into the fullness of the experience, whatever it may be. And then, yeah, you'll love again. Not the same way. Not the same way. This is life. Every relationship we have is different. Everyone we love pulls off sort of a different cap of love within us, which is beautiful. It means love more, love as much as you can. Get all those caps off. Get that love manufacturing factory to work overtime. That's the point of life. So yes, you will love again. Not the same way. But realize that that's fully okay. What you had, what you felt, was precious, regardless of how it ended up. It was precious because it allowed you to feel love. Anything that allows you to feel love is precious. Savor the love. Don't cap it back. But don't wallow in the drama of when it was uncapped. That's what we do. Instead of allowing ourselves to keep feeling the love, we go into the drama of who uncapped it, when they uncapped it, what it was like after that. That's not what's important. What's important is the love. So allow yourself to keep feeling it. And then move on also, so that you can get the rest of them. The rest of those geysers of love, sources of love, uncapped. It's the point of life.